Alright, what is going on, my G's? I'm just gonna go for a little drive, make a little video, because why not kill two birds, one stone? Give me a reason why I shouldn't do that. Well, I definitely should. Today I want to talk about how everything you see and everything you hear, quite literally, shapes the reality you live in. Everything you hear and everything you see is subconsciously shaping the exact reality that you're living in. So, what are you consuming on a daily basis? What are you watching and what are you listening to? Who are you listening to? What vibration are they existing at? Because whether you realize it or not, whatever you're consuming on a daily basis through your ears, through your eyes, and even through your mouth via food is subconsciously programming you to be existing at the level you're existing at. So if you take a step back and look at your life, are you living how you want to be living? If not, there is a high chance that what you consume on a daily basis is a result of that. It is a main culprit for why you are living the way you're living. In order to actually live the life that you truly want to live, it all starts from what you consume. And not just what you consume on a one-off, not just when you feel inspired or someone's told you to get your life together. I mean, consuming on a daily basis, day by day, hour by hour, and year by year. This is an accumulation effect. You truly change your life through small actions every single day. It's never complete. It's never just, you never arrived. This is something that is done through consciously consuming how you want to live. You need to start programming your algorithm that you use every day to actually feed your soul, to actually feed your mind, and put you on a trajectory where you actually want to go, to lead you on a path where you actually want to fucking be. Most people are just scrolling Instagram, scrolling TikTok, addicted to short form content, just losing their minds, and they're so unconscious from this behavior that it's been a progressive overload of shit for years, to the point where it's compounded in their life, where they're just not happy. Their soul is unhappy, their body is unhappy, they're eating shit, they're going out every weekend, drinking, partying, they're working a job through the week that they hate, and they're just depressed, and they don't understand why. They don't know how to get out of it, because they're so deep in this shit. They're so deep in their mud. The mud's up to their fucking waist, up to their fucking shoulders. It's up to your chest, mate. How are you can't just get out of that in one day. To get out of this properly is a slow progression of changing what you consume on a daily basis, changing what you're hearing and listening to, and changing what you're seeing. And you're not going to be able to just change it like that, because your dopamine receptors are fried. Your dopamine receptors are fried, and you're not going to be able to just switch from a fucking donut lifestyle to fucking wheatgrass shots in a day. You can't do it. I mean, some of us can if we have a strong enough will, but it's going to take time. So the way to start changing your life, like legit, is through changing the inputs you're getting every single day. If you're listening to crap, you're going to exist in crap. You need to start changing what you're hearing and what you're listening to. If you're watching short form content all the time, you need to get off that. You need to start listening to and hear and watching long format content at the very least. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, you need to move over to YouTube, because at least there you can watch longer form content, so you can start recovering your fucking dopamine receptors, which are just fried to oblivion. If you can make that change, then you can start consciously programming yourself. You can start to, because we're being programmed, whether you're conscious or unconscious, whether you know it or not, you're being programmed by the things you watch and by the things you hear. So shouldn't you make the smart decision to consciously program yourself, consciously program your brain to be able to start living the life that you actually want to live? Because this is a true indicator of whether or not you're going to be successful. And for me, I've been watching, like, I'm addicted to YouTube, and I watch a lot of, all I watch on there is business podcasts, ebooks, and a lot of valuable information, which is I think been a massive contributor to where I'm at right now and where I'm going. I'm starting to experience the compound interest of my hard work and hard actions, and that all came from a foundation of really good podcasts and business ebooks and business podcasts and people that are truly inspiring and doing really great things in the world. That is the foundation for which success is built upon, because you're listening to content irregardless. There's a very rare individual out there who's actually just not consuming fucking social media and content as a whole. I've never met anybody. We all fucked. Our generation is retarded. We literally have been grown up with iPads. We have been grown up with these things, and they've infiltrated our lives. But you have the ability to utilize that as a tool. You have the ability to use that for good in your life. And it starts with consciously choosing what the fuck you ingest. Get off Instagram, get off TikTok, get off any short form content, and move to the long form content platforms. At the very least, that's the first step you need to make. Then you need to start programming your algorithm on YouTube to directly fit your needs, to directly fit where your mind needs to go, where you want your mind to go. Where do you want to end up? You need to start consuming the content which is useful for you. If you're a sales manager, you need to start learning sales. You need to start consuming sales content. If you want to start a business, if you want to become a high level entrepreneur, you need to start listening to these types of people. You need to find networking events through content. If you start programming yourself consciously with the content that is healthy for your mind, you'll be amazed at where you end up. You don't even have to try. You will just end up where you're supposed to end up. And it may take years, it may take time, but you will naturally just end up where you're supposed to be. And that is what you fucking want. That is what you want. So you need, this is this video should be a reminder, or a fucking breaking of the mold for you. You need to fucking move on from the cheap dopamine which exists on social platforms. And you need to move over to start educating yourself. Because once you go on this process of educating yourself, on programming yourself with positivity and consciously choosing what the fuck you're ingesting every day, you start to feel a little bit different. You start to have new ideas that you never had. You go for a drive in the car, and you start realizing, hey, maybe I can just listen to nothing right now. Maybe I can just listen to myself. You start actually getting your fucking life back and your mind back, and you start to be able to actually own yourself and come up with original ideas for yourself, for your life, and for the people you love. Who knows? You could come up with an idea that could change the rest of your life just by simply consciously choosing what you ingest, what you're hearing and seeing on a day-to-day basis. I'm telling you guys, this is the most important thing. This is the foundation of success for any individual, because we're all programming ourselves consciously or unconsciously. Most of us unconsciously. So it's up to you, man. It's up to you. What are you really just going to continue on the path you're on, unconsciously fucking consuming bullshit which does not serve your higher purpose? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's up to you. We're all alone in this life. All the choices are up to us ultimately. Ultimately, it's up to us, man. And well, you can you can keep listening to what you're listening to. You can keep consuming that cheap dopamine. You can keep consuming that bullshit, and you can keep feeling like bullshit. It's all up to you, my friend. It's all up to you. And that's the beauty of this. You start to make moves. You start to strategize on your own. You start to do things differently and put different inputs into the universe, and you start to receive different outputs. You start to see that this whole life is just like, it's a game. It's all a game. It is very, very game-like what this existence and this universe is. It's extremely game-like. You make different choices, you get different outcomes. And it's as simple as that. It's time to start consciously choosing what the fuck you're doing, man. It's time to start waking up. Wake up! You can be living such an incredible existence. You just need to start making different choices. It's not that hard. It's not that painful. So let's do it. Peace.